Yo, 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 what's going on, good people? This is your homie HerbMan coming back at you with another hot banger boogie. Hey man, look, I wanted to kind of talk to you guys for just a hot second there. Just kind of expounding on a little bit about mental health and spiritual health and the connection with physical health. All right. Now, some of the caveats that I just want to talk about is when we wake up in the morning, okay? When we first wake up in the morning, man, we need to give ourselves the sense of freedom first. You know, the first thoughts that go into your mind need to be a sense of gratitude and a sense of freedom, a freedom to make the decisions and make the choices that you want to make because you woke up this morning and you have that right. You have that privilege to make the decision that you need to make to chart out your day. And I want you to understand that. I want you to take a minute to digest that very thing. That the first thoughts in your mind should be a sense of gratitude and a sense of freedom. I have the right and the privilege to choose to do whatever I want to do with my day. Now, for a lot of us, we wake up with a sense of limitations or restrictions, or we feel forced. All right. So that means that, you know, if it's raining outside, you feel like, oh, I'm not going to be able to do this, that, and the third, or it's going to be one of those days. If it's gloomy outside, oh, it's going to be one of those days. The day, you know, it's hump day, whatever. And you start your day off with limitations, restrictions, constrictions, and basically an enslaved attitude, okay? That you are forced to go do something outside of the fact that you don't want to do it. You see what I'm saying? So you don't want to go into anything being forced. It's the reason why we have these attitudes and emotions when we go to our jobs. You don't want to be in the traffic, but you have to. You don't want to go to work today, but you feel like you have to. And so you're operating all under an enslaved mentality or being forced to do something that you don't want to do. But if you counteract that with the right thoughts, if you counteract that with the right mental health, and you wake up every day knowing that although I don't feel like going to work today, I'm going to go ahead and go today because I want to do XYZ this weekend or next month or next year. And so this is going to help that happen. And so I'm going to go ahead and go in today. It's my choice. I choose to go into work today. I choose to go in and get this check today because I want to do X, Y, and Z. And always understand that you need a purpose. Make every day a purpose. Never get caught in the what we call the zombieism of life. You get caught in that routine. You know, there's a lot of us that wake up in the morning, we leave our homes and we head to work, but we don't remember the transport. We don't remember that commute. And the reason why, because we get into zombie land. You see what I'm saying? And it's just a routine. I know that I go here, I go there, and that routine causes you to get into zombie land. And you don't realize that you're there until you reach a job and you realize you don't even remember, you know, anything on your journey there. So that's zombie land. And we can do that a lot within our households, in our careers, with our friendships, in our relationships, and with our spouses. Just a whole slew of areas that we can do that with our eating habits. We can get so routine and get into zombie land that we're not even paying a conscious attention to what we're doing to ourselves. Okay. So remember those types of things because, again, like I said, mental health, spiritual health leads to physical health. So we want to make sure that we are thinking the right things and that we are fueling our bodies. The firstlings that go into our bodies when we wake up is our thoughts. It's not water. It's not food. It's not exercise. It's your thoughts. So that when you first wake up, have a sense of gratitude, have a sense of freedom to choose and to chart out your day. And then thirdly, you're going to have a sense of purpose. And make sure that you never ever gloss over the purpose. Okay? Because the purpose is important. Without a purpose, then you don't need to go to work today if you don't have anything in plan, right? You're not going on vacation this weekend, next year, if you're only doing everything for bills, you're going to be frustrated a lot. Okay. You have to have a point and a plan and a purpose to why you do what you do every single day. And sometimes it needs to be hour by hour. And when you don't feel like you're doing your purpose or this not going to fulfill your plan, then you need to clock out. When you don't feel as though you're you have chosen this particular career, or that this is not what you chose to do here because the job metamorphed, or the people changed, or the policies and procedures of the companies changed, clock out. I want you to understand that it's all in your power. Never wake up powerless. Never wake up limited. Never wake up feeling restricted or constricted. Wake up feeling a sense of freedom and gratitude, and that you understand that you have the right and the privilege to choose and to chart out your course of the day, of the week, of the month, of the year. All right. And if you're solely doing things on account of a bill, then you're going to be enslaved. Bills enslave you to the job. A job enslave you to the bills. Don't be a slave. Understand that you have the opportunity to operate as a free spirit, a free mind, and a free man. All right. And when you do that, everything should be your choice. Everything should be your decision. And at the end of the day, it is whether you believe that or not. So what we need to do is make that be the firstlings that we put into our bodies. Thank you for this opportunity. And now what am I going to do with my day? If I don't feel like going to work today, I may call out, because that's my decision. If I do feel like going to work today, hey, I'm going to work today because I got to do this weekend, or I want to plan this for the next couple of months with my wife's birthday coming up, which it is coming up. So that's the kind of stuff that I'm talking about. If you ain't doing it for those really good reasons outside of bills, and if you're not talking to yourself about understanding that you have the power, okay, to make life the way that you want it, man. So please, please, please remember all of these things, man. Hopefully this helps you in some kind of way to continue to bring power back into your spirit, back into your aura, back into your life, back into your household. This goes out for every woman, for every man. It does not matter where you at in life. You have the power, you have the freedom, and you have the right to decide and to chart out every single thing in your life. And that's starting today. I appreciate you guys, man. I love you, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. I'm your homie HerbMan, and until next time, peace.